I was told the lights were out and then they came back in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yesterday
I slept in lights.
I saw posts from many people. Musuku. Yeah. By the way, you are shouting. Did that create the community?
That was my former hood. So
okay. You have been everywhere.
Please, the one who's all over the place is 1957.
It's 1957. Good morning.
It's a brand. That one is a brand.
Yeah, it's a brand. Yes, and the thing is, I think now at least thanks kudos to Gridco and ECG.
Mm-hmm.
We are well aware that for the next 3 months.
Is it 3 weeks?
Was it 3 weeks? 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Okay. For the next 3 weeks, we should be experiencing intermittent.
Don't cost time. You said this morning.
Okay. Touch wood. So 3 weeks, 3 but it's Ghana with day, right?
Oh, this one. Calm down, my brother.
Yes. So we're told of gas supply challenges from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want specificity. So when you say gas supply challenges, is it that they are not producing enough gas in Nigeria? One, is it that we don't have enough money to pay and get the required gas? But of course, we are told some maintenance works in there as well. That's okay. The last time I checked, the last time we heard of anything like this was 2015 thereabout, when we were told that the gas pipeline had been
ruptured
by some anchor from a ship.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, in all the statements, WAPCO, per their own statement, says that they regret to announce that it's experiencing a drop in gas volumes available for transportation due to ongoing maintenance works by one of its gas producers in Nigeria.
Okay.
One of the producers of the natural gas WAPCO transports from Nigeria has shut down its facility for a 3-week maintenance.
Okay.
Resulting in a decrease of gas available for WAPCO to transport to customers in Togo, Benin, and Ghana. The current situation is entirely out of WAPCO's control.
Okay.
WAPCO continues to transport gas from the western region of Ghana to Tema, also in Ghana, and we expect normalcy to return after the maintenance activities.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
From WAPCO.
Yes, that's from
WAPCO is the company responsible for transmission of gas.
Yeah, from Nigeria.
From Nigeria through Togo, Benin, Togo to Ghana.
Yes.
So the explanation from their end makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we had a subsequent statement, a joint statement.
Yeah.
Like,
in fact, the joint statement came before the WAPCO statement.
Okay, so at least this, you could obviously tell that WAPCO informed ECG and Gridco of this. So
reason for it.
Exactly. So then ECG is saying that owing to this, what you just read, for the next 3 weeks, expect erratic power supply. Why should that be automatic? Because, you know, the generators we have, generators in quote, they are called combined cycle, meaning they can either use gas or use crude.
Now, crude is more expensive.
Oh, okay, my brother.
It's true.
So,
it's true.
Do you know when we were assured that there will be stability within 10 days, right?
Yes.
By the Deputy Energy Minister and then the board chair for ECG.
Yeah, Kappa.
His feet was on crude that we had procured.
Yeah.
And do you remember what the sector players said? That sustainability was questionable?
Yeah.
We told that crude has run out.
Okay.
So let's go and buy more.
Do we have money?
We don't have money.
Do we?
You are talking about a country.
But why? Don't you know we are an IMF program? Are you blind to that? You're not.
So we are at an IMF program.
Yes.
So we don't find money to do the necessary things. Is
that
what you're saying?
So your basis cry, are you even taking care of it?
Which one is that?
Okay.
The point I'm making is that if we need to find money to buy crude, we can find money to buy crude. Okay. We did some time ago. We're still on the IMF. Or 2-3 months ago when Crapper spoke, we were not on the IMF. We found money. Okay. So let's find the money. The point I'm making is that at least we consumers, we can take solace in the fact that the weather is a bit colder.
Yeah.
But the mosquitoes will deal with you.
You see, hey, life is interesting. You know, a couple of days ago, we were here talking about, the way the weather make it in the event of
doom. So we and then here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, but we've lived here for decades, so obviously we understand our system.
Yeah.
We understand our system. We understand our system. Yes, but let's just hope that the 3 weeks is 3 weeks. Yeah, because
I hope
Charlie,
so, really hope so.
Charlie, it's some way. It's some way. Yeah.
Anyway, Charlie. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
which one? Yeah.
Series. No. I was just looking at the joint statement and the details relating to
Greco and then ECG. I don't know. Okay, probably they consulted the energy minister and then consulted the finance minister.
I think this is good because
alerting us is good.
No, even the joint statement gives you a sense that there's a certain confluence when it comes to the action being taken,
even though it's a race to the bottom. So like they are not giving us good news.
I think this is more collaborative than race.
So coming together to give us bad news doesn't make it good. Right?
No, but I get you. One will speak out of 10. Or
yes.
This is good.
Yes, good morning, Jafar. Of course, I agree.
And also to Leila Abubakar.
Yes. I agree that at least we are being informed. And this is out of their hands. Buying crude is not the work of ECG. Buying crude is not the work of Greco. Yes. So now we can focus on the person that we can focus on, which will be Napo, right? As the energy minister.
And then who speaks for the energy ministry?
I think for good reason.
Do they have a communications outfit?
They do. In fact, Napo has a communications, they call it what? Communications aid, Afena Jan.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the ministry has a communications person.
Have you ever heard them speak?
No, they don't speak. I think for good reason, and that's the challenge. First, Napo will not speak because whenever he speaks, there's a problem, and I'm sure he himself has realized that.
Relative to power issues, yes.
Yeah. No, whenever he speaks about everything, there's a problem, and then the deputies. I remember the last time Krapa was there, and then I called him. He said, he had just moved in. And that was about 3 months later. He had just moved in. He was studying the terrain.
Yeah.
The last time I heard him was after the program. Some solar commissioning.
Some to tell you that at the ministry, Kasa by heart.
Kasa being by heart. Unless you decide to make it by heart. You see? And then again, the information ministry has a brilliant platform.
Yeah.
Meet the press. At least for that one, what you are saying is vetted and approved. Yeah. Probably not by the FDA, but
by the info ministry.
True, yeah. You get it. So go there and address us.
That's true.
That one to Wahala. Anyway, kudos to ECG and Greco. Yeah, we are informed. We'll act accordingly. So the things in the refrigerator, we'll get them frozen. Hopefully they last long enough.
Keep them well, so it doesn't give you trouble. Anyway, let's go to the headlines this morning. Daily Graphic banner headline: President should pay tax on salary. Committee recommends. That's the Constitution Review Consultative Committee.
Yeah.
Okay. Last chaired by Clara Kasati.
Yes.
Also, speak truth to Vice President Asante Hine.
Yeah, and he also urged the Vice President to take cognizance of the fact that it cannot be rosy. It cannot all be rosy, right? So you cannot say that my government has achieved a lot, this, that. Obviously, no government can do everything. And so where the flaws are, they must be pointed out and then accordingly addressed. But you see, it's about the writer, the paper, and what you want to project. I've equally seen some stories to this. Asante endorses Bawumia as president. That is there. So it depends on what you're listening to.
Is the messaging.
And then how you want to couch it, right?
Yeah.
So I've seen other people go with these headlines as well. It's all good.
Well and
it's
good.
All good, yeah.
Well and good. Other headlines here. Vote buying aberration of democracy. NCC chairperson. Anyaso Tuom, NPP's fortress. Poor roads, drainage system. That's for Constituency Watch for the paper. That's the front page. Back page of the paper. 11-year-old girl creates sickle cell awareness with Tamale Accra ride. And Ghana loses revenue due to flawed hybrid system. CNREM director is saying. So that's for the Center for Natural Resource and Environmental Management. Solomon Okume speaking there. All right. That's for Daily Graphic.
The Ghanaian Times this morning. 1992 Constitution Review recommendations. President to pay tax. Number of ministers to be capped at 25. Deputy minister positions to be scrapped. MPs seize bin ministers.
I just hope that.
No, don't even that. This won't go nowhere.
What I mean is,
this was not even commissioned by the president, though. It was commissioned by the Ministry for Parliamentary Affairs. So it's now going to the president. The last time we spent money to go around the country, what happened to it?
That's the point I was coming to. exactly the point I was coming to. Anyway, Martin.
Yeah, Government releases 7.4 million Ghana cedis to clear 64 containers of medical supplies. Okay, I told you. Okay, mosquito nets are equally medical supplies, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, we hear. But I think per the statement, we've now realized that it's not just mosquito nets. There are much more in the container than just mosquito nets. But of course, the minority said 24 hours. Government says
1 week.
Well, no. 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. National Security hosts SSSS awareness creation campaign for Greater Accra Market Queens. What is SSSS? Okay, I'll give you the story, page 8 of the paper. But the final story here is ambulance case. Court admits audio recording of conversation between Jakpa and AG. And yesterday, for some strange reason, this was imported into Parliament. And I'm talking about the ongoing ambulance trial.
Yeah.
And this time around, I don't mean either minority holding a press conference or majority holding on the floor of Parliament.
Who imported it?
And it was a free for all. Okay, so this is the genesis. The majority leader, they talked about the free SHS bill. You know, after our engagement and then the stories we did, the minority had been reacting. One of the members of the minority who reacted to the free SHS bill was Peter Nuchukote. We spoke to him on this platform as well. And his argument was that there are other much more important things to do to the program than just legislation. Yeah, so he inferred that he will not support it, or the minority might not support it. Subsequently, of course, after forcing him to issue a statement indicating that they will support it. Dr. Clementa Park and co. Yeah. But Alexander Kwame Afenyomarkin, the majority leader, decided to go to the House with a newspaper story of what Notu said and sought answers from Notu as to whether he indeed said that the minority will kick against the legislation.
On the floor?
On the floor.
Is that novel?
Oh, no, it happens. It happens, yeah. If you have something to clear, you can. You can. Okay. But of course, it should be with the express permission of the speaker.
Of the speaker, that's right.
So, Gavin Kwame Aguja, the minority leader, minority chief whip, then said, oh, really? If you read things and you hear things, and then we are also reading things and hearing things, what you're seeking to import onto the floor of Parliament is not admissible in their opinion, and that there is no bill before Parliament. So why bring such a story from a newspaper, or you're saying that social media has been reacting? If that's the case, then social media is equally reacting to an allegation against the AG seeking to procure judgment against Dr. Kesela Tuforsen. These comments actually rubbed Joe Wise wrongly. So he got up visibly furious and livid and incensed, indicating that cannot be allowed. And so after, the ranking member for Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, Bernard Ahiafo, equally poured much more petrol into it, relating to what Japan might have said yesterday about your people. Your people.
Which people?
Your people.
My people.
Oh, Fantis. Oh.
And what's the idea?
Oh, okay. Okay, so according to Jakpa, and here I'm quoting Jakpa, that if Atuforsen's seat is declared vacant after his incarceration, it doesn't matter that the NDC is holding the seat. You guys are cheap. So some small coins, and I'm quoting, some small coins will do the trick.
Kasabaya.
And then the seat will flip, according to Jakpa.
Kasabaya.
Yes, but you see, Alexander Kwame Afenyomarkin came in to say that. You see, you guys, you seem to be having a field day because you've not heard from the AG. The AG will be heard during cross-examination of Jakpa. So hold your horses, hold your guns. When that time comes, you understand whether what Jakpa is saying is the gospel truth or not. Right? And I think I agree. I agree that we should not jump the gun. But nonetheless, what Jakpa said is equally in the court records. And that's how come yesterday we told that the judge ordered all the parties to file any evidence, any audio that they have. You know, if you look at the strategy, it could have been that one day, one audio. The judge says no. You add all the audios and submit them.
Afabla.
Yeah, by close of day. And then let's see how this particular cookie will crumble. Yeah, so basically that's it. So playing out in court, playing out in court of public opinion, and now playing out in parliament. Quite an interesting development there. So that is it. Let me go to the national security story. National security host SS. Okay, see something, say something. Okay, that's it. So national security host see something, say something awareness creation campaign for Greater Accra Market Queens. You know why I won't read that story? We have see something, say something ambassadors, and I don't know whether they are being paid, but whether they are being paid or not, at least they could have made you an ambassador, and we could have had an opportunity to talk about it. Once they didn't, we are not going to talk about it. That is it for the Ghanaian Times.
The Daily Dispatch.
Yeah.
I will not buy into this. What I want to trap feel. Daily Dispatch. I will not forget you in my prayers between now and December. Asante Hinetu Baumia. Okay. Focus on Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid as he celebrates his birthday today. Oh, it's his birthday today.
Yeah. Then people.
Lily's birthday as well today.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's Lily's
birthday today. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hey, then today is a big deal.
Yeah.
My brother.
But Charlie, make it in life. So when it's your birthday, there will be a new newspaper publication.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, make it.
Make it in life, no matter what. Make it.
Yeah, baby.
This, in fact, all my life, this is my first time.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, no. But I can't determine what's my first time.
Napu's birthday was everywhere.
I missed that one. Wow.
Oh.
But see, you must be in that league. You must be in that league.
The league of what?
Extraordinary gentlemen and women.
This is South Africa. Okay, following Just Pong sanitation success, Kenya eyes Ghana's waste management.
Yeah, that's another birthday that could be announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Monday is Eid ul-Adha.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So Monday is holiday.
Holiday, yes.
Which means today.
Today, tomorrow. Amfa. Oh, Charlie. No problem. No problem. Yeah.
Anyway, that's for Daily Dispatch. I'm done.
Okay. The Herald this morning. Desperate Attorney General called Fantis cheap and easy to buy. Richard Jakpa explodes in courtroom, drops names, says Dami wanted by election after Atoforsen jailed. NDC outdoor.
So you can't go and make your case without insulting us. What is this?
And then I've seen some audio in circulation. Apparently, whatever he said in court yesterday was recorded. Hey, Charlie.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so NDC Outdoors 2024 campaign team next week. Gridco ECG announces 3-week doomsaw cites gas supply challenges from Nigeria in mass rate. And Ohenington tells Jane Mensa to emulate Afarijan's objectivity for better elections 2024. Opini Des Boahinedu to justify empty coffers claim demands 2017 audited report on Cocoa Board. That is it for the Herald this morning.
The Informer. On records and achievements, Baumia Jabs Mahama says score is 33-0. NPA celebrates Mustafa Hamid as he marks his birthday today. Forthcoming free senior high school legislation. Minority wants dedicated fund. Kenya accepts Jospong Group's module. And NPP running mate slot. Give Baumia time. Hackman tells party. That's for the Informer newspaper.
Okay, the inside this morning. After claim of Ghana's cocoa price highest is exposed, Baumia convoy booed at Edum. And Palestine, PSC, SMG, car parade hits Accra, Moro in protest of Israeli apartheid occupation. Rape of our natural resources is only in Africa. Buyers determine the price. ATA blasts poor leadership skills of African government. Akufo-Addo has supervised the most reckless economy since 1957, claims Franklin Kujo. Sempe Akwanshoche hails Asante Hene's visit to Ghana State. An UN Commission of Inquiry accuses Israel of committing crimes against humanity in its ongoing Gaza war. That is it for the insights this morning.
The Daily Post. Master craftsmen and apprentices to enjoy special packages under Mahama. AG asks for my help to jail Atoforsen and get him off his parliamentary seat. Jakpa. Jospong Sanitation Module impresses Kenyan Council of Governors. That is for the Daily Post newspaper.
The Daily Guide this morning. Constitutional Review Committee proposes 277 MPs, meaning that the seat that has been created in the Volta region, right? Is it Volta or OT? Volta. OT? No, it's OT.
Which one?
The Guan constituency.
Guan is an OT.
Guan is an OT. Yes. There is a need for another one to be created in an MPP stronghold to even it out. I mean, now for the 2024 elections, we are looking at 276 seats.
Yeah.
276 seats. It looks like the creation of that constituency had become a force majeure. I don't know how to put it, but it's like it was not thought through. To be honest with you, it was not, especially given the party in power. If you create a constituency in the stronghold of your opponent, you have gifted it. So now, per this proposal, the EC will have to create another constituency in the stronghold of the MPP to even it out. Reason why we are now looking at 277. Okay, so 2.37 million euros ambulance case. I met Dami in Kulindi's house. Jakpa is saying, and Kaswa soldier killer charged with murder. Government allocates over 7 million Ghana cedis to clear medical goods. And Baumia presents laptops to students. That is it for the Daily Guide this morning.
The new Weekend Crusading Guide, Jakpa tells court he requested meetings with AG as secret recording is admitted by judge. Call off strike, return to work. NLT orders NIA's division of Public Sector Workers Union. Kenyan governors impressed by Jospong's expertise in waste management. My focus is to develop a Tiwa West constituency. Kwakwa Sante pledges. Okankwe North, NDC member arrested for falsifying birth certificates. And government must change laws allowing earnings from exports to be repatriated. Professor Isaac Bodi is saying so. Deputy Minister pays working visit to regulatory entities. Those are the headlines for the new Weekend Crusading Guide newspaper.
The Chronicle. Myself and Dami met 4 times at odd hours. Jakpa tells court after admission of audio recordings into evidence. 13,875,286 seedlings distributed on Green Ghana Day. Nooks reiterate call on EC to set up centers on campuses. AFDB loan saves cocoa industry from collapse. That's according to the Cocoa CEO, Boahin Edu. Quotation for this morning, Proverbs 25:9. Argue your case with your neighbor himself and do not reveal another's secret. So says the Lord.
All right. The Daily Searchlight. This happened in Ghana. Injured old woman dies after Winneba Hospital abandons her in the bush. What? How did the hospital abandon her in the bush?
Charlie.
I don't understand the story. Shall I read it?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay. Page 2. A patient allegedly abandoned in a bush by the Winneba Government Hospital has tragically died. The incident occurred at Gumwa Ojobi, where the patient was reportedly left without any medical assistance or support. The deceased, an elderly woman, was part of patients that were taken to the Winneba Government Hospital from a vehicle accident on the Gumwa Ojobi Road. The reporter says the patient was in a critical condition and with no claim for her by family members. According to Dr. George Pra, the medical superintendent at the Winneba Government Hospital, the patient was brought to the hospital about 2 months ago. However, no one came to the clinic as a relative to cater for her, and she suffered some injuries to her head. Dr. Pross said the patient's injury to the head made her scream at night. This led to the hospital authorities to eject her and go abandon her in the bush on the Gumwa Ojobi Road. The circumstances leading to her death are currently unclear and have sparked outrage among the local community and Ghanaians online. Hang on. You were on admission.
This unthinkable.
You were on admission for 2 months. And then the patient's head injury was causing her trauma to scream at night. And the hospital's decision is to eject the patient.
I think, has the hospital spoken? Is the
Just
hospital
Dr. Pra,
Yeah.
the medical superintendent of the hospital. That's what he said.
Wow. But I'm coming on. Why is the patient in the hospital in the first place? Is it not to be taken care of?
Exactly.
So if she's screaming,
So she's been there for 2 months. Nobody has come for her. I'm imagining that bills are racking up. Can't some action be taken. Maybe there'll be people in the community who may be willing to pay for her bill or something.
Yeah, but per what you read, her ejection is because she's been screaming.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Screaming at night.
Can you imagine?
You can't get a place to isolate her.
No, but it means that the medication you're giving her is not working. Because under normal circumstances, nobody should wake up at night and be screaming. She suffered trauma to her head. So fix it and not eject her.
And now she's dead.
I just hope the family shows up and takes the facility on. Usually, this part of the world, you don't hear those things. You go to
the
court.
family to ask questions to answer.
Yeah. No, but that's if they knew, because usually, this is an accident. Could be traveling from God knows which part of the country.
And this happened.
Exactly.
Granted.
Exactly. So what steps did the hospital take in advertising and calling the attention of the public to the fact that this lady had been abandoned at their facility?
And it's in need of support, or the family should be identified, something.
Yeah.
Because this is really off. You're on admission for 2 months. The woman is screaming, and for that reason, you eject her.
Yeah. Elsewhere.
And then go abandon her in a bush.
Yeah. Elsewhere, this is where the real family comes. You know the real family?
Yeah.
The real family is your state. In this moment, all the woman needed was for the state to have a system that will come in. You see, the hospitals should have a social welfare officer. And this will go directly to the social welfare officer, paid for by the state. Go to any country that works. Go to UK, go to US, go any country in Europe. Every hospital has a social welfare officer, social worker, as they call them. Social workers. That's the work of a social worker.
How much is this bill? How much is this bill that this woman has to be ejected this way and now she's going to die?
That's it. When they say, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. It's indeed true, but it is true because of these moments. When you are in dire need, then your country will come in for you. Unfortunately for us down here, yes, we are not even asking what our countries can do for us, our country can do for us. We are doing much more for the country. But when we are in need and the country must come to the rescue, the country is nowhere to be found. Anyway, just pray you don't get yourself into sex.
Don't want to slide.
Yeah, of course.
And this happened in Ghana.
The things that will kill you in this country are much more than the things that will save you.
Charlie. Other headlines here. Sinking city. Ghanaians paying shipping companies billions of dollars a year for demurrage. Education Minister given an award for his good works. Hazardous paints invades the market. CPA warns the public on health risk. And Dr. Baumia presents tablets to Pokwari students. All right, that's for Daily Searchlight.
All right, I'm done.
You're done as well?
Yeah.
I guess I can take you online now. starfm.com.gh. Otuado asserts autonomy over national team decisions. Factometer. Is this government the only government in the Fourth Republic to reduce electricity tariffs? The factometer says no.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a political talk from Africa. Yeah, he said it. She said in relation to the Doom So Must Stop video. Yeah.
Akufo-Addo's government will not leave a difficult situation for the next government. That's according to the Ministry of Finance. The technical director was here yesterday. I think that was gleaned from it. Okay.
Yeah.
AG wanted me to cooperate with him to get out of forcing jail to have his seat declared vacant. Jakba is saying so. Prosecutions claim that ambulances were unfit for purpose was deliberately orchestrated to sabotage project. Jakba to court. All right. Other headlines from City Newsroom this morning. Headlines. Yes. We're probing alleged abandonment. Oh, the story I just read. Okay. Oh, hang on. What's going on? We're probing alleged abandonment of patients at Gumwa Jubi. That's going to the Ghana Health Service. So they've disclosed that they've begun investigations into the alleged abandonment of the patients in the bush. Okay. Stop following Azonto dancing Baumia. Mutala tells Majority Caucus. The thing is, it's driving dancing skills, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Election 2024. Mahama pledges to implement schemes to support craftsmen, and we're not perturbed about admission of Jakpa's audio. Chia Yabua.
Yeah, so they'll have their day.
Okay. Murder case of Japa Dubai CEO adjourned to July 12. An ambulance case claims goods were not fit for purpose, false, and mischievous Japa. Until we produce enough and export, we can never develop. Dr. George Donfe is saying so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So Nez is saying that what the hospital did was criminal. She was abandoned in a wheelchair by the roadside. The person who ordered for the ambulance to send her to be abandoned by the bush should be called to answer. Don't we have police for the hospital to liaise with in finding the family? Good morning. Good morning, Nez. These are questions that we all answering. But at the bottom of this is a systemic failure. The state has to put in place a system where it doesn't have to lie in the mouth of a hospital administrator to say that you are screaming at night, there's no family member to attend to you, so go away, go and die. Like how? How does this even happen? Anyway.
All right. I guess that should do it this morning for our news review. You can catch Ibrahim Alassan on GH today. He's going there now to review the week's big headlines. But right here on the Morning Star, I'll go for a short break now. When I return, we'll find out what's on the court to bring you a jam. Of course, Mensa is passing through this morning. You will enjoy him by the time we're done with our conversation this morning for our PR. And then we'll sit down with our panel for our weekly review. That's our menu for you. We're back after the break. Stay with us.